Hello everyone, it's Samantha here. Today is Sunday afternoon. Just want to do a quick video to talk about this one orchid of mine that I had to do an emergency repot into hydroton clay medium. And why I had to do an emergency repot was because the bark medium was infested with tons, I would say thousands of white eggs. It was so disgusting, and what led me to the repot was the spike here that's been this size for a few weeks. It's been stalled. It hasn't really been developing much. So I wondered what was up with it. So I pulled the pot to check out the medium, and lo and behold, it was infested. It was a huge infestation. I thought I was going to pass out. I was ready to pass out. It was so disgusting. So I dumped out the potting mix and rinsed off the roots. I bleached the pots. It was just so disgusting. I've never had that kind of infestation before. It looked like eggs. Seriously, it was just, oh. I wish I could have showed it to you guys, but it had to go in the garbage ASAP. And the orchid itself looks actually pretty healthy. The leaves are firm and you wouldn't suspect anything, right? I sure didn't expect anything or suspect anything until, I was just wondering what the heck was going on with the spike. All the other spikes have grown, but this little baby here wasn't doing much, so I think it was just trying to survive. Those little bugs or whatever was just eating away at its roots. But overall, it's a healthy orchid. You can see right there, there's a new root growing there. Oh, my hands are so dry. And it's got a wonderful root system. Let's see if I can get a better shot for you guys. See, it's got a beautiful, healthy, thick root system. I had to wash it, basically wash the roots, rinse it so well under water. Just try to get off as much eggs as possible. So I'm hoping, I don't know what happened. I think maybe the potting medium, like I said in my last video, the last batch was bad or something. But this is the only orchid, or the only phal that I noticed that's been infested with those eggs. I've never seen anything like it before. I don't know if you guys ever had it, but it was just so gross. Oh my goodness, it was so disgusting. I don't like that kind of stuff, so I'm hoping it didn't infest my other orchids. I'm going to check the potting medium every day just to make sure that everything is clear, because if that gets infested into all my other phals, I am going to have a heart attack. So hopefully this will help with the spike. I just don't know. And I'm hoping that the transition to this new medium won't stress or shock this orchid too much. And hopefully it will be a survivor, and that the spike will continue to grow and give me abundant blooms. So that's it for this orchid here. And on a happier note, I'm going to bring you guys over here. Oh, this is my orchid from last night. Or was it last night? Or 2 nights ago? I don't know if I told you guys, but my boyfriend didn't get me any orchids for Valentine's because he said I had way too many. So I had to go get it myself to make up for it. I bought my own flowers. Yes, I'm tacky like that. Alright, so I put it here on this table here, this bar stool here, and it gets eastern light. So I'm hoping, it's hard to see, I'm hoping that I won't get too many bud loss or bud blasts. As you can see, there's plenty of buds. Isn't it beautiful? There's got 3, got lots here, and the main stem here. So you can see it's got lots of buds. And this branch here, unfortunately, suffered 1 bud blast already, and I don't know whether it's because I damaged it. Sorry, it's hard to focus. If it was my fault, or if it was because it looks like it's drooping, so I might have damaged it. But this branch here, the stem here, has 3, and this is the main one here. As you can see, it's beautiful, sunny, gorgeous day outside. Snow is melting, and here's this view. So please, 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 no bud blasts. And I think I told you in my last video, it's got plenty of spiking branches. That's hard to see. Got one there. So hopefully these will branch out. Ah, sorry, excuse my horrible videography. Still not a professional. Okay, why I brought you guys here actually was not to really talk about this, but to talk about this one orchid. This is my stubborn orchid. Actually, my first orchid 2 years ago, when I was actually serious about starting to collect phals. And why I call this my stubborn phal is because I bought it in spike, and then that same year when all the blooms fell off from the main spike, it grew a secondary spike from that, and then it went dormant ever since. So 2 years it did not produce anything for me. Last summer I waited and waited and waited, nothing. And finally, it's still very small to see, and I probably won't be able to show it to you guys, but it's finally, I think, producing a spike right here. Now it's a little bit too early to tell whether it's a spike or a root, but from what I can tell, I think it's a spike. Right in between. It's really hard to see. I need a better camera for that. But it's just the location of it and how it's kind of, it's not in the shape of a root. So I hope it's a spike. Please let it be a spike. So after 2 years, it's finally giving me a spike. I hope. Yeah. You know, having phals or collecting phals or orchids as a hobby, it really does test your patience. A lot of my orchids now are especially the mini ones and the other ones, larger phals as well, it's waking up from its winter hibernation, and maybe I'll do another video on that next. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.